Alright, good afternoon everyone. My name is Benjamin. I'm going to try and keep today's video a little bit short because I'm not feeling too great. Anyway, as always, likes, comments, subscriptions always help and I greatly appreciate them. And I do have a Twitter and a Patreon and all that jazz. So let's get to it. Like I said, today we're looking at the comparing and contrasting my model with 538's, which has a lot more statistics fanciness than mine, which is basically just very... It's what I can do, and it's what I'm capable of. My model is definitely a little bit more favorable towards Biden, and I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but since this... Let's go ahead and show the map form. By the way, here is what 538 thinks the popular vote is going to sit at eventually. Scrolling down, here's what my model says it will be as things currently stand. Now let's actually look at these in map representation form, by the way. So this is 538. I went through each and every state, and I used the same system that I used to determine tilt, lean, likely, and safe, which is basically 0 to 5 is tilt, 5 to 10 is lean, likely is 10 to 15, and 15 or greater is safe. And I always put, if it's right on the button of it, so if it's like a 10-point exact, I put it at the lower one, so it would be a lean instead of a likely. Anyway, this is what 538 says, and 538 gives Trump a decent shot of winning. I mean, all Trump would have to do is win North Carolina. That would actually do it. He doesn't even need Florida. But basically, you win all the tilts, except for you win all the tilts, Trump wins. So it's not exactly smooth sailing for Biden at this stage, right? Now, obviously, Biden has ground that he can make up, Texas, Iowa, Ohio, Georgia being the biggest examples. There's some interesting stuff going on here in the Deep South, as well as South Carolina and Montana, as well as this district in Maine, first. But then we go to mine, which in some areas gives Trump a better chance, but most, pretty much across the board, my model favors Biden more than 538's. And yeah, so anyone who says that my model is biased towards Trump or anything like that really should take a good long look at this and say, if my model is biased towards Trump, then 538 is shilling for Trump, which they aren't. Seriously, the 538 gang, they're not fans of Donald Trump, obviously, and they're kind of saying the same thing that I am, that it's a little too early to, number one, count Trump out of winning the election, and number two, it's a little unreasonable to say that today's polling environment is going to be the same polling environment that we have in November, as well as they've been kind of noticing some of the same things in polls that I have. And that's why I've been saying that I think my model is maybe overreactive to a preponderance of polling data in one direction or another. As for me personally, I like having toss-ups and all that, so basically my map is a happy medium between, or what I believe will happen right now is a happy medium between my forecast, 538s, with a few states as labeled as true toss-ups, North Carolina being one of them, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, I'm including Minnesota, Maine to an extent, Arizona, Florida, that sort of thing. You know, the standard swing state map, which people are going to say, oh my God, that's biased for Trump. Well, whatever. If you want to think that's biased, given the data that I'm looking at, as well as what, the actual statisticians and election forecasters are looking at, who are, make money off of this. So the professionals think. The fact that I'm kind of on the same page as the professionals is something that I take pride in, and the fact that it was kind of similar to what was going on in 2018, where I was basically on the same page as the actual professional ones, except I was maybe a bit more favorable towards the GOP in the Senate, which wound up being correct. And then, of course, 2016, I wound up... You can watch my videos from then. Not my best work. Let me say that. It was not my best work. And we go back, and let's just look at that. By the way, here's a snake chart, basically. And, yeah. And then they actually explain all the stuff, all the stuff that could possibly happen. A Bear Trump win, yeah. It's kind of funny that in their most likely Trump win, or their bearish Trump win, Minnesota, and all the Trump wins that they're showing here, Minnesota is going red. And that's something interesting that I've noticed, is if you look at my map, they give actually Trump better chances in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania than my model does. Obviously, better chances in Georgia and North Carolina. But I give better chances in Arkansas, and there's some interesting little differences between my model and 538's. But at the end of the day, I think that I can call my forecasting model a qualified success because it's reasonably close to what 538 has put up. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, get some tea, and go to sleep. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.